Have you ever wondered, how much land do we actually need? Today I'm going to tell you a wonderful story written by Leo Tolstoy. Hemingway called it the greatest short story ever written. The ending is something you would never expect because it really tells you the answer to the proverbial question, how much land does a man need? So, it starts with two sisters having tea. The elder one married a merchant, moved to the city. Nice clothes, good food, theatre on weekends, the whole thing. And she's at her younger sister's house, and she just can't help letting her know about it. The younger sister married a peasant, lives in a village, simple life, but she's not impressed by any of it. She says, "Yeah, you live well, but you live scared. One bad year and it's all gone. We don't have much out here, but nobody can take what we have." And the elder sister kind of laughs it off, says something like, "You'll die on the same dung heap you were born on." Classic older sibling energy. Now neither of them notices the man lying on top of the stove. That's the husband, Pahom, just horizontal, up there, half asleep, listening to all of this. And one thought starts forming in his head. She's right, we don't have much trouble here, except one thing, we don't have enough land. If I just had enough land, I wouldn't fear anyone, not even the devil himself. And here's where Tolstoy does something brilliant. He tells us the devil was sitting behind that stove the whole time. And when Pahom said that, the devil smiled. So the devil gets to work. Land becomes available nearby. The local lady is selling her estate, and Pahom scrapes together everything he has, sells a colt, half his bees, borrows from his brother-in-law. The whole family is stretched thin, but he gets it. 40 acres. And that first morning he walks out onto his own land, something happens in his chest. This warmth, this pride he's never felt before in his life. He touches the soil. His soil. He watches his corn grow. His corn. This is it, he thinks. This is enough. But here's the thing about owning something. You start watching it, protecting it, and then you start resenting anything that threatens it. A neighbor's horse wanders into his meadow, he files a complaint. A cow gets into his corn, another complaint. He takes people to court, wins some cases. But now the neighbors resent him. He stops sleeping properly. And he tells himself, this is just responsible. I'm protecting what's mine. That's what you do. He doesn't notice that he used to laugh more. His wife notices. She doesn't say anything. Then one evening a traveler passes through and tells a story over supper. Beyond the Volga, he says, there's land so good that rye grows as tall as a horse. A man went there with nothing. Now he has 6 horses and 2 cows. Pahom goes quiet. He looks at his 40 acres. And for the first time, they look small. Why am I cramped in here, he thinks, when I could live so well out there? He sells everything, packs up the family, and moves. The new place is incredible. He gets 125 acres of communal land, 3 times what he had before. 3 weeks later, he's already thinking about how to get more. I know. But listen, this is the part Tolstoy really nails. Because Pahom isn't being cartoonishly greedy here. Every single step feels completely rational. He notices the peasant dealers nearby with freehold land proper, compact farms. They're doing better than him. And he thinks if my land was freehold, it would all be cleaner, more secure. That's just sensible. He finds someone willing to sell 1,300 acres for 1,500 rubles. They're basically shaking hands on it. Then a merchant stops at his house, just passing through, resting his horses. He's come from the Bashkir steppe far to the east, and he mentions, almost casually, that he bought 13,000 acres out there. for 1,000 rubles. Pahom does the math right there at the table. He puts down his tea. Why would I take on debt for 1,300 acres, he thinks, when for the same money I could get 10 times that? And just like that, the deal he was about to sign feels stupid, small, beneath him. He doesn't stop to ask himself why 10 times more is better than enough. He packs his bags that night. The Bashkir steppe is something else entirely. Black soil, as far as you can see, flat in every direction, grass growing so thick it swallows your boots whole. And the Bashkirs themselves warm, generous, genuinely happy people. They drink fermented mare's milk, play their pipes, laugh at everything. They love Pahom's gifts. Take whatever land you want, they say through an interpreter. Point to it, and it's yours. Then their chief arrives. Big fox fur cap. Sits down quietly, listens to everyone, then turns to Pahom, and here's the deal. 1,000 rubles. For as much land as Pahom can walk around in a single day. He starts at sunrise. He has to be back at the exact same spot before the sun sets. Everything he circles his.
The land is measured
But
by
if he doesn't make it back in time,
mark your path.
money
The
gone,
price is 1,000
land gone, nothing. Pahom looks out at the steppe stretching endlessly in every direction. 35 miles, he thinks. I can easily do 35 miles. I'll mark off an enormous circuit. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. He agrees immediately, before the chief has even finished speaking. That night, he cannot sleep. He lies on the feather bed they've given him and draws maps in his head, plans his route, calculates distances, imagines what he'll do with all of it. Just before dawn, he finally falls asleep. And the dream starts. He's standing outside the tent. It's dark. The steppe is completely silent. Then he hears laughter, somewhere nearby. He walks toward it and sees a figure on the ground rocking, holding his sides. He gets closer, and the figure keeps changing. First it's the chief, then the merchant who told him about this place, then the peasant from beyond the Volga, then something he can't quite name, older, darker, laughing without making any sound at all. And lying on the ground in front of this figure, a man, face down, barefoot. Pahom leans in to see who it is. It's him. He wakes up with his heart going absolutely wild, lies there for a moment, the ceiling of the tent above him, grey morning light coming through the door. What things one does dream, he says out loud. He gets up, ties his girdle tight, tucks some bread into his coat, grabs his spade. Outside, the Bashkirs are already assembling on the hillock. The chief is standing there. The sun is just touching the horizon. Pahom walks out to meet it. The land is even better up close than it looked from the hillock. Every direction he turns something worth having. A perfect hollow over there that would be ideal for flax, a gentle slope that would grow wheat for decades, a stream that would keep his cattle going through the driest summer imaginable. He keeps adjusting his route, just a little further left to catch that hollow, just this one dip in the ground it's too good to leave behind. The land keeps offering, and he keeps saying yes. The morning passes. Noon comes. He eats some bread, takes a sip of water. He does not sit down, cannot waste the time. He turns to begin the final leg back, and looks toward the hillock. Cold feeling, low in his stomach. It's so far away. I've gone too wide. The sides are too long. He starts walking faster, then faster still. The sun begins dropping faster than he expected, faster than feels fair. He stumbles on a rock, gets up. His shirt is completely soaked through. His mouth is dry as dust. He starts shedding everything to lose the weight. Coat gone, boots gone, flask gone. Just the spade in his hand now, using it to stay upright. driving himself forward. He starts running. On the hillock, tiny figures are shouting, waving their arms at him. The sun is sitting right on the horizon. I've ruined it. I grasped too much. But he cannot stop. Not after everything. Not now. The sun dips below the earth, but from up on the hillock there is still light. He finds something left in his legs, something he didn't know was there, and he drives himself up the slope. He can see the fox fur cap on the ground. He can see the chief standing beside it, still smiling. Pahom reaches it, falls forward, gets the cap in both hands. The chief looks down at him. Ah, he has gained much land. Pahom's servant runs over, turns him over, blood at the lips, eyes open, gone. The servant picks up the spade, digs a hole, 6 feet long, from his head to his heels. That was all the land he needed. You know what gets me every time? Every single step Pahom took made complete sense in the moment. 40 acres wasn't greed, it was security. Moving to better land wasn't greed, it was opportunity. The Bashkir deal wasn't greed, it was just math. That's what Tolstoy is really showing you. It never announces itself. There's no moment where Pahom twirls a villain's moustache and says, "I want it all." It just quietly moves the goalposts, every single time, until there's nowhere left to run. It just keeps whispering, one more step. Just a little further. You're almost there. If this hit you, drop a comment below. And if you want to keep enjoying stories like this, subscribe to Dust Jackets.